morning, Principal Miss May King, Academic Director Miss Anusha Sente, teachers, fellow students, and citizens of Basilic. I am Eugene from 10S.
And I'm Gavriel from AS, and we'll be leading your assembly for today.
We will begin with the national anthem, school pledge, and school song, followed by the birthday shoutouts and an announcement of the winners of the spelling bee competition. Then we will announce the prefects investiture. After that, we have the Student Council Teachers Day event.
Next, we have the One Academy registration, the Beaver competition, a talk about the International Day of Families, the Green Flag Committee plus Cutlery data results, and our usual SOP reminders.
Now, let us rise for the national anthem. Please remain standing while Gavriel leads us in the school pledge.
Place your hands on your heart. We, the students of Westlake International School, pledge ourselves, before God and all mankind, to the pursuit of excellence and the fulfillment of our potential through the following principles: to develop wisdom, to choose between right and wrong in all situations, to carry out responsibilities with enthusiasm, integrity, and resourcefulness, to display kindness, empathy, respect, and self-control towards our fellow man, to be determined in carrying out our aspirations and communicating them to others. Lastly, to reflect daily upon the goodness around us, that we may improve and correct ourselves.
Please remain standing for our school song.
We, the children of Westlake School, hear our nation's call to think upon all that's right and true, and be kind to the least, the small. Though we be from different places, over the hills and wavy seas, we're all here to see what makes us the best that we can be. We'll cling to your teachings ever and share the truth in love as we march on, shirking never our community we serve. Westlake School, we pledge to you to pursue excellence. From our youth to our golden years, our learning shall never cease.
Now we come to our weekly segment of birthday wishes. We have Aditya from 11W, Kenin Liu from 9I, Hikaru Morita from 4I, and Muhammad Al-Fateh Awad Noor Yusuf from 2W.
We also have Don Munachi from 2W, Bong Sin Ru from 11S, Besan MJ Bashir from 5I, and Emma Ng from 8S. A very big happy birthday from all of us, and we wish you happiness for the year ahead.
Now we would like to announce the primary spelling bee winners. For early years, in first place you have Nita Ramesh Kumar, in second Mahid Rahman Akbar, and in third place Muhammad Ibrahim. For year 1, our first place is Ong Yu Ching, second Nur Eileen Rusli, and third place Tan Shao En. For year 2, Don Munachi is in first place, Ki Jaka in second, and Dania Montasir in third. In year 3, first place goes to Dua Fatima, second to Kong Zo Min, and third to Inaya Shamim. The year 4 winners are firstly Keita Gaki, second place Wan Akil, and third place Kayla Lee. For year 5, the first place is Sophie Sarangli, second Eta Shimizu, and third place Eunice Wong. For year 6, the first place goes to Yip Sherwei, second place Desheng, and third place Darvish Kasirajan. We wish all the winners congratulations. And we would like to invite Miss Jasmine, Shawn, and Eimaan for the Prefects Investiture of 2022 to 2023.
Hey everyone, I'm Miss Jasmine and I'm here to present to you the new prefects for the year 2022 to 2023 from the Prefectorial Board. So today we're having our Prefects Investiture, and right now I'm going to announce the names of the head boy and head girl of the year 2022, as well as our new prefects who will be joining us this year. So without further ado, let's get started. Let me start with the head boy and head girl. We are pleased to announce our head boy and head girl for the year 2022, drum roll please, will be Shawn Arun Javier from the year 11S and Eimaan Saad Ali of 11W. Announcing our newly appointed secondary prefects of 2022, we have O Zilin from 11W, Lim Jingxuan from 10S, and Madhurakshan Ramani from 9S. I'm now going to just show you guys the list of our prefects from years 11 until year 7. And I'm going to read out their names. In year 11, from year 11W, we have Caleb, Ugendran, Tarsina, Aditya, Foishan, Peijie, as well as Zilin. From 11I, we have Puishin and we have Angie. In year 10, from 10W, we have Ezni, Bilal, and Roobicaa. Also joining us, we have Jingxuan. In year 9, from year 9W, we have Lixian, Fauzan, Minyang, Doris, Chokhang, and Zoyi. From year 9S, Madhu is joining them. In year 8, from year 8W, we have Constantine and Herwin. From year 8I, we have Ahmad. From year 8S, we have Gavriel, Ashton, as well as Enzi. In year 7, from year 7W, we have Nwando, Yuzhen, Qingxuan, Abhilash, and Yashri. From year 7I, we have Danya, Kota, Singwern, and Adnan. I would now like to announce newly appointed primary prefects of 2022. Please give them a round of applause when I read their names out. From year 5W, we have Minahil, Eunice, Aisha, and Sophie. From year 5I, we have Raya, Eta, and Janil. From year 6W, we have Shahzad. From year 6I, we have Junaina and Sumugan. I will now read out the names of our primary prefects. From year 6W, we have Miruddin and Safwan. From year 6I, we have Bocheng and Kaiching. With that, ladies and gentlemen, I am thanking you for your attention thus far, and am now about to pass the time to my head boy and head girl, who will give you their acceptance speeches and tell you about their vision for the Prefectorial Board for the year 2022. Without further ado, please welcome Shawn, Arun, Javier.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen of Westlake. I'm Shawn from year 11S, and I've been in Westlake International School for quite a few years now. But never once have I thought that I would be standing here representing what I never knew I'd been given an opportunity to do. To be the head prefect of the Prefectorial Board of 2022. First and foremost, I would like to thank Ms. Jasmine, Mr. Samuel, Ms. Gavriel, and everyone else who has elected me for this role, as it was a surprise for me. I never thought I'd be a head prefect, or even worthy enough to be, but I'm definitely honored to be one. Was I ready for this? Well, to be frank, I don't feel ready at all most of the time, but then again, whoever is. As a head prefect, I realize I have a much bigger responsibility now than just being a prefect. I have to lead this group, this prefectorial board, in the right direction. It is indeed a daunting task and responsibility, but one that I will gladly take up on. Moving on, let's talk about the vision I have for Prefectorial Board and the impacts for this year of 2022. I mostly plan for prefects to be able to have more events organized this year, such as campaigns or even the Prefects Camp. However, given the current circumstances, also known as COVID, if we're allowed to, I'd love to have more than just one Prefects Camp this year, throughout. I believe that it'll help us prefects learn to bond with one another. Aside from those events, I'd like to bring up prefect meetings. The teachers in charge of prefects usually are the ones hosting the meetings. And as a head prefect, I hope to be able to help by also taking charge of meetings more, keeping them according to schedule. As for duties, I hope to help in assigning the right duties to prefects that suit them more, or even ensuring that it is upheld. We're almost halfway through the year, and I'm sure it's been a roller coaster of events for all of us so far. And at any moment, I think this is something we all can relate to. It is human nature that we are often tempted to break rules most of the time, and it's hard to overcome. Even I break rules quite a number of times. But as a head prefect, I'll do my best in helping to guide everyone along the right path, as life is a learning journey. We're humans, we make mistakes all the time. What matters most is that we learn something valuable from it. Failure is only the beginning of success. Though it is my final year as a prefect and as a head prefect, I hope to leave a lasting impression, a good one, to everyone before I leave. To conclude my speech, I have a message for everyone. I may not be at my best behavior at all times, but I'll do my best to give everything that I can. I'll put in the time, I'll put in the grind. I would now like to hand the time over to our head girl for 2022, Eimaan.
Good morning, citizens of Westlake. I'm Eimaan from Year 11W, and now also head girl of WITS. First off, I want to thank my prefect teachers, Ms. Jasmine, Mr. Sam, and Ms. Gavriel for electing me. It came off as a surprise to me, and it made me question myself at first. Am I even worthy of this? However, the significance of the role soon began to sink in, and I understood that my teachers must have had good reason for trusting me with such a responsibility. Becoming a head prefect requires so many skills such as confidence, leadership, passion, discipline, and cooperation with others. I hope I am able to develop these characteristics within me as I grow with the role. In general, I enjoy roles that require me to lead, manage, and communicate with others. That's what made me feel grateful, honored, and privileged. I realized that this role is perfect because I'm able to do those things. Therefore, I hereby promise to take this role seriously and not give my teachers any opportunity to regret their decision. My vision for the Prefectorial Board in 2022 is first and foremost to improve the prefects' visibility. Despite how the prefects are currently viewed or seen, I hold true to what we can and hope to achieve. I want to fix that by engaging us in more fun and meaningful activities, whether internal and external. I want to motivate us and improve the prefects' confidence collectively. For that to happen, we need to delegate tasks equally so that every member has a part to play. Moreover, as a team, if we want to assure success, We need to be able to get along so we can carry the momentum and maintain work-fun balance. I also want prefects to become more approachable towards everyone. If anyone has an issue with anything at all, you can always find us. Tell us about it, and we'll take charge and work towards the best solution. At this point, I know this role may seem like an uphill climb and it might take a lot of time, but it would be worth the while. Though even the smallest improvement is an improvement. As your head prefect, I am certain that with whatever task, even the smallest, I will give it my all. But this effort has to come from all prefects because I believe that all of us have the potential to do better. Together, let's stand as a community rather than a committee. That's all from me. Thank you for listening, and bye.
Thank you, Shawn and Eimaan, for those wonderful, inspiring speeches. And ladies and gentlemen, that ends our prefects investiture for the year 2022. I hope that all of you we will see all our prefects soon and congratulate them in person. And I would like to hand the time over back to Gavriel and Eugene for the next bit of assembly. Bye guys, see you soon.
Thank you very much, Prefect. Now, I would like to invite Jennifer to announce the Student Council Teachers' Day event.
Hello everyone, I am Jen Feng from Student Council and I have some very exciting news to share to everyone. This will definitely interest you. In conjunction with the Teachers' Day, the Student Council has prepared some fun competitions for students, both primary and secondary, and teachers to join. That will definitely be something that will spark you. I hope you could join in. So first off, you can find the submission form in a post that has been posted recently. Head to the Google Classroom, to Homeroom, and then the post should be in the stream section. Alternatively, if you cannot find the post in Google Classroom, you can head to the Whiz and Rich page. Head to the top right corner, click Student Council, and you will see all the links available there. So for this year's Teachers' Day, we are holding 2 different sport competitions and 2 different board game competitions. Here are the information. Here are the important information you may want to take note of. First, we have the teacher versus students dodgeball competition. This is open only to the secondary students and the teachers. You need to form a team of 8 people. For more information, please head inside the form that can be found in Google Classroom or Enrich. So here are the dates and times and venues of this teacher versus students dodgeball game. It's on the 17th May 2022, which is a Tuesday. It will be on 3:30 p.m. It will be on 3:30 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. at the basketball court. Next, we have the Captain Ball, teachers versus students. So this is all open to both primary, secondary, and teachers. You need to form a team of 6 people. And for more information, please head inside the Google Forms that can be found in Google Classroom or the Whiz and Rich page. So here are the details for the competition. It will be on the 19th May 2022, which is a Thursday, from 3:30 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. And it will be in Field B, which is behind the artificial grass. And the deadline for the sports registration is on Thursday, 12th of May. So if you have seen that the submission form has closed, it means that we have reached the full number of participants. So make sure to join in quick. Next, we have the board games. There is a teacher versus students chess competition that is open to primary, secondary, and teachers. You need to sign up as an individual, and more information can be found inside the Google form that is in Google Classroom or the Whiz and Rich page. The details of the chess board games are as follows. It is on the 24th of May, 2022, which is a Tuesday, from 3:30 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. And it will be held at the training room 2, which is on the 2nd floor. And here we have a new teacher versus student board game, which is the Tetris. It is open to primary, secondary, and teachers. It is played individually, and more information can be found in this link, which is in Google Classroom or the Whiz and Rich page. The Dates and times and venues are as follows. It is on the 26th May 2022, which is a Thursday, from 3:30 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. And it will be in the training room 2, which is on the second floor. And the deadline of registration for the board games are on Thursday, 19th of May. Just some brief reminders. If you are joining competition, please check your email. We will email to the respondents' email that is used to submit a response with updates of the competitions if there are any. And please do not be late. If you need, please set a timer or a reminder on your calendar so that you know when the competition starts. One more exciting news, our student council members have worked extremely hard to create envelopes that are located outside each of the respective teacher staff room. Dear students, please write a nice message to your teachers showing your appreciation. It's really simple to do. And a gentle reminder that Mr. Hafiz and Mr. Joshua's envelopes are near the CCC department, as well as Mr. Class' envelope is at the second floor notice board. If you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to email me at this email address. And if you need, please jot it down. Once again, I really hope the students and teachers will join in the competitions and let's have fun together. More information, please head to your respecting Google Classrooms or the Wiz and Rich page. Thank you, and back to the MCs.
Thank you, Jen Feng, for your student council speech. Now we would like to announce the One Academy registration. So this is an art competition and you need to register before 15 June. It's open for students from the age of 15 to 18 and the briefing session is 18 June. For those who are really passionate about art, please consider joining as it will really help your future.
Now, I would like to talk about the Beaver Computational Thinking Competition 2022. It is an online competition with more than 4,000 participants from Malaysia in 2021, and it aims to promote interest in information technology, informatics, and computational thinking. As forementioned last week, the registration date is on the 25th of April to the 20th of May, and the competition dates are on the 24th, 25th, and 26th of June. The fee is for 40 ringgit per student. There are two categories to this competition, the cadet category from ages 13 to 14, and the junior category from ages 15 to 16. It is an online-based competition and it's administered at school. There are 15 questions and 3 levels of difficulties, and you have 45 minutes to answer all of the questions. All browsers can be used except for the Internet Explorer. The awards and certificates are as follows. The top 10% will be awarded with gold, silver, and bronze medals. The next 40% will be awarded with the honorable mention, and the remaining 50% will be awarded with a certificate of participation. For more information, visit the www.beaver.my. Now, I would like to invite Roobicaa to talk about the International Day of Families.
Good morning, Westlake. I'm Roobicaa from Year 10S, and today I'm going to be talking about the International Family Day. So the International Family Day is celebrated every year on the 15th of May in order to reflect the importance which global community attaches to the families. This celebration aims to highlight the importance of issues that relates to families, and this celebration increases the knowledge of social, economic, and demographic processes influencing the families. So strong families equals to strong nations. First of all, children growing up in a healthy family with a mother and a father are more likely to have a happy lifestyle. They definitely have a healthy and successful lives than those who have not experienced the same level of family security and stability. Due to the breakage of many families, some kids would have suffered from mental illness, alcoholism, and domestic violence. Apart from that, having a stable family is the lowest cost option for both its members. It also has lower risks of mental illness, alcoholism, and domestic violence. However, in certain circumstances, families do break apart. And why is that so? Let me enlighten you. Since family stability has been in continuous decline for the last decades in many countries, Adults and children today are increasingly faced with obstacles, not only to their materials but also to their emotional well being. Anytime, anywhere, and anyhow, divorce is not healthy for a family, but it happens. Divorce is claimed to be the main reason behind a broken family. The common disputes between a husband and a wife are the financial issues, sexual misunderstanding, early marriage, teen pregnancy, education, health problems, and etc. When the parents get divorced, usually one of them or sometimes both of them leaves home. Then the absence of one or both the parents will affect the family. Divorce is the hardest challenge for a couple, especially if they have kids. It is painful for the husband and wife to finally end their marriage life, but they are two matured adults who are strong enough to handle changes like this in their lives. But the impact of these events in a family's life is more devastating on the children. Not only that it is painful for them at the moment to hear that they are the news of their parents getting divorced, but the worst that can happen is the long-term effect that can eventually ruin their future. This doesn't mean that families could or should be replaced in their role. On the contrary, they should be helped and empowered in every possible way. Governments cannot afford to fully replace the functions families perform for the benefit of their members and for the good of society. The family is the most powerful, the most humane, and by far the most economical system known for building competence and character. Still, families do better in a supportive policy environment, one in which, for example, schools actively seek parental engagement. And it is an awkward moment to propose these truths about family and nation. In the developed world, we face an increasingly post-feminist future. Rates of childlessness, singledom, family inequality, and family instability are on the rise in many countries in East Asia, Europe, and the Americas. To be sure, the family changes of the last half century have been accompanied by real progress in other areas, especially in the opportunities opened up to women. But flawed as they can be, families still play a vital role in determining the welfare of children and in shaping the economic and political fortunes of nations. This is because, as Einstein reminded us, families nurture us, care for us, mold us, or damage us, and send us out into the world either well or ill equipped for its complexities. So let us all take part in the big picture by going home, telling our parents we love them. That's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Roobicaa, for your speech. Now we would like to invite Doran and Ginseng for the plastic cutlery data result.
Good morning, Westlake, and those who are watching outside of Westlake. My name is Ginseng, and I'm a member of the Green Flag Committee.
My name is Doran, President of the Green Flag Committee.
Today, we'll be talking about the progress that the Green Flag Committee has made. From the dates that are shown in the slides, we have been collecting data during the morning and the after school of every day, and here are the results. From the data that we have collected, we found out that a total of 864 plastic cutleries were recycled by the students, which is a lot. However, among the 864 cutleries, only 193 were recycled, which is only 22.3%. This leaves 77% of the cutleries unrecycled. This data is illustrated by the pie chart. Dark green isn't recycled and light green is recycled. The picture visually shows the amount of plastic cutleries, which may not seem like a lot, but in reality, the size of the bag is actually much larger.
Next, I would like to address the issues that were found during this initiative. It has been fairly disappointing to see that the students in this school did not comply with our requests. We have given specific instructions to wash the cutlery, but since this is our first initiative, the committee has decided to turn a blind eye to this issue. Due to this, the Green Flag Committee had to wash your dirty leftovers from your dirty saliva in order to recycle the plastic. One student was even brilliant enough to throw their dirty tissue into the box, Maybe because they didn't know there was a difference between plastic and paper. But I digress. Next on the list, we got issue number 2. The Green Flag Committee understands the concern that the rubbish bin is simply too far from the food waste bin. After all, 3 steps is a lot for these students to handle. Therefore, the Green Flag Committee has requested for a rearrangement of the food waste bin and the trash can to attend to the students' needs. And lastly, we have, of course, lazier people. There is not much to say about these people as they simply cannot go the extra mile because they have never run a mile before. However, everyone has a chance to improve, so I look forward to the efforts made in our next initiative. If you are not informed of this initiative, that's completely fine. But maybe pay attention to assembly next time.
A quick and gentle reminder that plastic cutleries will no longer be sold to anyone, so do remember to bring your own cutleries from home. Thank you for listening, and thank you for making Westlake a greener place.
Finally, we would like to give a gentle reminder about the SOPs while we are back in school. Please remember to wear your mask and wash your hands and sanitize them often, and make sure to maintain social distancing at all times. Please do not share your food, and please stay healthy at home.
This marks the end of our assembly. I'm Gabriel from AS, and my fellow MC is Eugene from 10S. As an added bonus, before we all start our classes, we'd like to show you a video by TED about procrastination.
So in college, I had to write a lot of papers. Now, when a normal student writes a paper, they might spread the work out a little like this. And I would want to do that, but then actually the paper would come along, and then I would kind of do this. Now, I had a hypothesis that the brains of procrastinators were actually different than the brains of other people. And to test this, I found an MRI lab that actually let me scan both my brain and the brain of a proven non-procrastinator, and so I could compare them. So here's the brain of a non-procrastinator. Now, here's my brain. There is a difference. Both brains have a rational decision maker in them, but the procrastinator's brain also has an instant gratification monkey. Now, what does this mean for the procrastinator? Well, it means everything's fine until this happens. So the rational decision maker will make the rational decision to do something productive, but the monkey doesn't like that plan. So he actually takes the wheel and he says, actually, let's read the entire Wikipedia page of the Nancy Kerrigan-Tanya Harding scandal because I just remembered that happened. The instant gratification monkey does not seem like a guy you want behind the wheel. He lives entirely in the present moment. He has no memory of the past, no knowledge of the future, and he only cares about 2 things, easy and fun. Now, sometimes it makes sense to be doing things that are easy and fun, but other times it makes much more sense to be doing things that are harder and less pleasant for the sake of the big picture, and that's when we have a conflict. Turns out that the procrastinator has a guardian angel, someone called the panic monster. Now, the panic monster is dormant most of the time, but he suddenly wakes up anytime a deadline gets too close or there's danger of public embarrassment, a career disaster, or some other scary consequence. But there's a second kind of procrastination that happens in situations when there is no deadline. So if you want to have a career where you want to be a self-starter, something in the arts, something entrepreneurial, there's no deadlines on those things at first because nothing's happening at first, not until you've gone out and done the hard work to get some momentum, to get things going. There's also all kinds of important things outside of your career that don't involve any deadlines, like seeing your family or exercising and taking care of your health, working on your relationship or getting out of a relationship that isn't working. Now, if the procrastinator's only mechanism of doing these hard things is the panic monster, that's a problem because in all of these non-deadline situations, the panic monster doesn't show up. And it's this long-term kind of procrastination that's much less visible and much less talked about than the funnier, short-term, deadline-based kind. And it can be the source of a huge amount of long-term unhappiness and regrets. I had a little bit of an epiphany. I don't think non-procrastinators exist. That's right, I think all of you are procrastinators. Now, you might not all be a mess, like some of us, and some of you may have a healthy relationship with deadlines. But remember, the monkey's sneakiest trick is when the deadlines aren't there. And we need to think about what we're really procrastinating on, because everyone is procrastinating on something in life. That's a job for all of us, and it's a job that should probably start today. Well, maybe not today, but you know, sometime soon.